All right, so now we're going to continue expanding expressions, but this time I have several things going on here. We're still using these same three rules that we started with before, okay? So still, if we have products, we're going to separate them with a plus sign. If we have quotients, we're going to separate it with a minus sign. And if we have a power, the power goes in front of the logarithm. All right, so let's give this problem a try. It says log base 6 of 8x squared. Okay, so the first thing that I notice is I have a products. I have 8 times x squared. So first thing I'm going to do is separate that. So log base 6 of 8 plus log base 6 of x squared. And now the next thing I can do, so this one looks all simplified, but this one has an x squared. And we know that we could use the product rule that we had up here, right? This one right here, the product power property, where we can move an exponent to the front of the logarithm. So that's what we're going to do here. So I have log base 6 of 8 plus 2 times the log of base 6 of x. Good. All right, now let's give this one a try. So for this problem, I have the natural log of 9x over 4, or divided by 4. So here I see I'm going to have a product and I have a quotient. All right, so I'm going to do this one step at a time, but as you get good at these, you could probably do them all in one step. So I have the natural log of 9x minus the natural log of 4. Now, of course, this is a product and we can separate this. So I'm going to separate this one to be the natural log of 9 plus the natural log of x minus the natural log of 4. And that's my final answer there. Okay? All right. Now let's try this last one. So here I have the natural log of the square root of x and y, x times y. So here again, I have a couple things going on. The first thing I'm going to do, though, is remember my rules of rational exponents. I'm going to rewrite this as the natural log of x and y being raised to the 1/2 power, because they're both being taken the square root of, so they both could be, we could rewrite this as the 1/2 power. And I also remember that we can distribute that exponent. Oh, sorry, that doesn't look much like a 1. To the 1/2 power for x and the 1/2 power for y. So this was just me rewriting it. So now I have two variables, both being raised to a power, and they're being multiplied by each other. So I'm going to be using the product rule, or the product property, and I'm also going to be using the power property here. So first, let me separate them for their product. So that's going to be the natural log of x to the 1/2 power plus the natural log of y to the 1/2 power. And then I'm going to bring these exponents to the front. So that's going to be 1/2 times the natural log of x plus 1/2 times the natural log of y. And that's my final answer. Okay? All right, you're ready to try one. Give this one a go.